Douglas will be playing with the wind in the first half. Strong enough wind down here now this afternoon. And the referee is John Horgan. We'll be throwing the ball in shortly here now. And we're off. Chelsea Noonan for Douglas with possession. And Courcey's gaining possession and hitting it into their forward line. That's Emma Kavanagh with a great block. And that's a sideline for Courcey's. And that's Courcey's with the sideline. And Amy Curtin, full-back for Douglas, with a great clearance. Back into the hand of Courcey Rovers. Playing it down her line. And that's a Douglas ball. That's Emma Kavanagh stepping up. Great line ball. Straight into Jacinta Crowley for Courcey Rovers. Into the hand of Christine O'Neill, who's now taking it on. And that's a goal for Courcey Rovers. Sorry, that goal was from Linda Collins. Great start for Courcey Rovers here today. Douglas now will have to pick it up. That's Rebecca Sheehan with a great clearance, trying to get the ball. And that was Emer O'Reilly for Courcey's with a great flick. We now have Pamela Mackey here for Douglas with the ball, and a great clearance for Pamela. Ball in out to a full forward line where Julia White and Alicia Cremin are both contending against Courcey's. Julia White has the ball, passing it to Alicia Cremin, who has popped it over the bar. First score for Douglas, so that's a point for Douglas. Great play from Julia and Alicia, and it's a goal Courcey Rovers, a point Douglas. We got started very quickly here now today with the scores on the board. Courcey's puck out, short puck out. Joy Leo dispossessed, and they managed to get the clearance off. Straight into the hand of Fiona Keating, up into their full forward line, and it's a free out. Pushing the back, Douglas getting a free. Pamela Mackey stepping up here now for the free for Douglas. Douglas playing with the wind, so I'm sure we'll see this going very far. Straight down her line, and that's gone out. Courcey Rovers with the ball, with it now. Sideline ball. The ball now is with the corner forward for Douglas. Joy Leo and Julia White trying to get the ball back into their possession. Julia White has it, head down, trying to break through a group of Courcey players. And Courcey's managed to get it clear. We now have Chelsea here for Douglas, trying to get it back to her forwards. Rebecca Sheehan working hard here now against Emer O'Reilly for Courcey's, and she got the shot off. Saoirse for Courcey's and Chelsea Noonan both working hard. Linda Collins hitting the ball into their full forward. Two Douglas players here now fighting against Fiona for Courcey's. Fiona Keating for Courcey's has the ball, and that's a point for Courcey's, so that's 1-1 for Courcey's to a point for Douglas. Jess Kavanagh with the puck out. This match has started very fast, both teams bringing a lot of energy at the very beginning. Big puck out from Jess, landing just by Julia White and Mairead Mulrooney.
Hold on, Jules.
And that's a free. Grania against Julia, free in for Douglas. Katrina Mackey stepping up for the free here now. And that dropped just short for Douglas. Courcey's now in possession, trying to clear it. And that's a clearance for Courcey's. Pamela now with the ball for Douglas, just picking it off the line, passing it to Mairead Mulrooney, passing it on to Katrina, and Katrina head down. I'm sure she'll want to get the point now. And that's fantastic work by Katrina with the point. So it's 1-1 Courcey's, 2 points Douglas. Puck out here now from Sinead for Courcey's. And Courcey's went for a long puck out this time. And that was a good whip from Chloe Nason. And Courcey's are in possession. And that's a good ball into their full forward line, where we have Emma Kavanagh and Fiona Keating. Fiona with the ball and letting off the strike, drop short. Jess Kavanagh catching it, and a good clearance for Jess. Sending it down towards Julia and Katrina versus Elaine and Saoirse. That's Katrina Mackey now with the ball in her hurley, heading in. And that's a beautiful point for Katrina. So we're now 3 points for Douglas, 1-1 for Courcey's, just a point in it. So as you can see, we've really started the match, both sides giving everything they have to begin. So I'm sure we'll have a great watch here this afternoon. Puck out here now for Courcey's. They're against the wind, so the puck outs are no doubt going to be affected. Mairead Mulrooney hitting a beautiful ball back into Alicia Kremen. Courcey's getting possession. Some nice passing here by the Courcey girls, and that's a clearance. And there's Chelsea Noonan for Douglas against Jacinta Crowley for Courcey's. Both girls really working. And there we have Shosey against Linda Collins of Courcey's. And the ref blows. And I think this is a throw-in ball here. So a throw-in ball here. Pamela with the ball. And we have Chloe against Lorraine Collins. Lorraine Collins hitting the ball across. And Katrina Mackey in the half-back line clears the ball. Sending it down towards Julia White and Grania for Courcey's. Julia gets the ball, head down, and she's taking it on. Some great speed here from both Julia and Grania. Julia gets past the ball into Alicia Kremen. Alicia gets blocked down by 2 Courcey players. And that's Chloe St. Ledger for Douglas now working to get possession again. Caitlin Holland both all working hard here now. Ball back out to Chelsea Noonan for Douglas. She hand passes it back to Mairead Mulrooney, who's plenty time, and that looks like a point. Excellent. Note that just went slightly wide for Mairead, so the score still stands 1-1 Courcey's, 3 points Douglas. Puck out here now for Courcey Rovers. Courcey's keeper seems to be looking for options. We've Chelsea on the ball here now for Douglas, passing it into Mairead. Courcey is now back in possession again with some lovely passes back and forth, sending it in to Lorraine Collins. Great flick from Rebecca, who now has the ball, and Amy Curtin's behind her. Some great play there from Douglas. Defence has been very solid the last few games. Katrina Mackey now with the ball, and she's sending it down her line where Caitlin Holland and Julia White are there for Douglas, and that's Grania working hard for Courcey's, passing the ball to Jacinta Crowley, who sends it back into their forward line, and Emma did a nice flick there to stop Fiona from getting the ball. Shosey now on the ball for Douglas, passing it to Pam, and a great clearance. That's passing it there to Katrina Mackey. Julia White has the ball again, Grania on her shoulder. Courcey's getting the ball, but being blocked down. Chelsea getting the ball, flicking it on to Katrina. Jacinta Crowley now with the ball for Courcey's. As you can see, both teams are working very hard. Shosey has the ball for Douglas, strike, and now Pamela has the ball again, sending it back to Amy Curtin, who's in full back, who's a big clearance. Courcey's with a great catch, straight back in, and that was a great block down from Pamela on Linda Collins. That Christine O'Neill now passing the ball, dropping short to Jess Kavanagh, and Jess Kavanagh all the time to do a nice clearance, sending it down here again to Katrina. On Katrina's shoulder is Elaine O'Reilly, not giving Katrina much space here now today, and Chloe St. Ledger working for Douglas. Katrina got the ball back, sent it into her full forward, where we have the Courcey's keeper now in possession, and we have Alicia and Joy. Alicia managed to win the ball off the keeper, pass it back to Caitlin, and Chloe St. Ledger now has the ball for Douglas, and they're working to keep possession as Courcey's defenders are working extremely hard. That's a wide ball. Both teams are giving each other no time, as you can see, very pressurised. Decisions have to be made, no space given. They're all on each other's shoulders very tightly. We've the keeper down here now, I think, and the full back for Courcey's. So just the score check, it's 1-1 for Courcey's and 3 points for Douglas. "13 minutes gone."
Come on! Run back in again!
Ted, Mick, is there a problem with commentary? I have a few messages.
I have no idea. I'm hearing it from...
Come on! Well done, George!
Roll.
Cover the goal!
Just checking, can you hear sound on the commentary? If you want to comment below and just let us know. It seems to be on our side, we can hear it, just making sure that those watching can hear it.
Follow it in!
Just testing to see, can you hear the commentary?
Go on!
Because she's the one doing the commentary and she's asking you.
Go on!
Go on, kids.
Who's outside looking for that?
What's the answer? Because you've been commentating the whole time? Yeah, no, the audio isn't connected. Go on, Joy! Go on, Joy! Hold on, Joy! Yeah, I'll try
Can you see Brian? Get Brian there.
Brian, there's no sound.
Poor Clara's been chatting away for the last 15 minutes. There's 15 gone now.
My phone is hopping.
Freeing. Did they miss their free? Down that end? Yeah, no, they got it. They got it, yeah. Okay, listen to the water. They're just starting to get there for a minute and they'll start fresh. But
I'll make the line up. Joy stand. To work past your rod.
Yeah. Jeez, I looked at my phone and there were 20 messages from me. That's Linda Collins again, is it? I don't know. I don't know. No. Oh, they're free taker.
Yeah.
Oh fuck! I don't know. I can't see them. I'm finding it very hard to make the numbers out of the jerseys. Is it just me, like?
no, on the coloured, like.
Yeah.
Clara?
Yeah. Oh, sorry. Are we live again?
I couldn't need live there now. I don't think the count. I'm picking up and it's kicked off and he does it. Water break. Water breaks on up.
And we're back. We're just after the water break, guys. Sorry for that. We just had to stop because we heard that there was no sound. Just to bring you up to speed, we're just a minute in after the water break. Courcey's are 1-3, Douglas are 4 points, and we'll be back. Please let us know if something else happens with the sound and we'll do our best to sort. Courcey's are now with the ball going through into their forwards. Pamela dispossesses and Amy Curtin with a good clearance. Courcey's back in action. Mairead now here for Douglas and Jacinta for Courcey's. And that's a nice clearance by Chloe Nason for Douglas. And that's a free to Courcey's.
We're clearing balls. We're clearing balls. Lads, forward, open up, it's fine. Julia, open them up. Open them up between us.
And that's a free for Courcey's. We just have Mairead receiving treatment here for Douglas, and Courcey's are just waiting to take their free.
Watch the centre.
The score being 1-3 Courcey's, 4 points Douglas. Free for Courcey's. Sending it down her wing. Courcey's still with possession. Sending it across. And that's a point for Courcey's, coming from Emer O'Reilly. And a quick puck out from Jess Kavanagh. And Christine O'Neill gaining possession here for Courcey's and getting blocked by Katrina. Katrina Mackey now head down, passing the ball to Chloe St. Ledger, who gets hooked by Elaine from Courcey's. And Katrina wins it back, sending it into Julia White. And Julia White now head down, taking on a load of Courcey players, sends it back to Chloe Nason. And Chloe Nason strikes the ball in, where we've Caitlin Holland and Joy Leo waiting. Caitlin getting the ball, striking it in. Inside we have Alicia, who caught the ball. And that's a goal for Douglas. Great play from Katrina, Caitlin and Alicia. And Douglas now 1-4, Courcey's 1-4, and that's a draw for the first time in the match. And things are really getting heated here now. Let's see who can take the lead. And we have another player down for Courcey's. Looks like the fullback might be in a bit of trouble. This is her second time down. So that's puck out for Courcey's, going long, and that's Chloe St. Ledger there for Douglas, and Pamela getting possession, and Pam striking, and Lorraine Collins working hard to try and get the hook in. Julia has the ball, head down, and Julia passes to Caitlin Holland, who nice run in. Caitlin still has possession. Caitlin gets blocked down, plays it back to Chloe Nason. Chloe Nason offloads to Chloe St. Ledger, who's all the time. And unfortunately slightly wide for Chloe St. Ledger. So again, Courcey's here with the puck out, going short this time. Short puck out. Courcey's managing to get on the end of the short puck out. And that's Alicia Cremin full forward. And Jacinta Crowley for Courcey's getting hooked by Pamela Mackey. And Chelsea Noonan and Emma Kavanagh working hard with Fiona Keating striking and Jess Kavanagh saving. Emma Kavanagh now clears, balls back in. Linda Collins with the ball in her hand, and that's a point for Courcey's. Courcey's did well there to keep possession and to get a score in the end. Douglas defence working hard to try and keep them out. So that's Courcey's leading by a point again. 1-5 Courcey's, 1-4 Douglas. Jess Kavanagh with the puck out. Again, Douglas with the wind in this half. And that's Jacinta Crowley with the block down. And the ref blowing there. Free for Douglas. Katrina Mackey with the free for Douglas here now. Katrina stepping up for the free. Nice ball in, blocked by Courcey's. And we have Caitlin Holland working hard to get there, and Chelsea Noonan now with the ball, offloading it to Chloe St. Ledger. And Chelsea trying to win back again for Douglas. And that's Courcey's clearing, and Maid Mulrooney trying to gain back possession. Chloe St. Ledger back with the ball, passing it to Chelsea Noonan midfield. Chelsea with a big strike. sending it in to Alicia Cremin for Douglas. And Emily O'Regan winning the free out for Courcey's.
Well, leave the ball in. Keep leaving it in there. One will come.
That's a free here now for Courcey's. And that free just playing down the line there to Courcey's. Courcey's getting Mairead Mulrooney chasing, and that was a big strike from Emer O'Reilly for Courcey's. Amy Curtin batting, Linda Collins inside for Courcey's, dispossessed by Emma Kavanagh. And now we've Pamela hooking Linda Collins, and that's a wide ball. Great work here from Douglas. Good clearance. Score still stands 1-5 Courcey's, 1-4 Douglas. Jess Kavanagh with the puck out. Big strike from Jess. And that's a block from Courcey's. And that's Lorraine Collins with the ball being blocked by Pamela. That's Courcey's back with the ball. And that's Saoirse McCarthy for Courcey's running with the ball. Mairead Mulrooney chasing. Amy Curtin now. And Jess Kavanagh with a save. And Shosi Mulrooney with the clearance. Rebecca Sheehan with a lovely touch, clearing. Douglas defence here now really working well. Good clearance here for Douglas. And we have Courcey's back here trying to gain possession, 2-on-1. And that's Jacinta Crowley for Courcey's with the ball. And we've Chloe Nason and Christine O'Neill working to try and win possession for both their sides. And we've Emer and Rebecca fighting here now. Rebecca Sheehan with a big whip. And we've Courcey's back here now. Fiona Keating causing a bit of a headache. And Courcey's back. Lorraine Collins this time. Block again. Courcey's really trying to go forward, and Douglas blocking all their options. Looks like it might be a throw ball here now. So we've Elaine O'Reilly and Pamela stepping up here. Katrina, sorry. And that's a clearance from Shosi. And Courcey's back in possession here. And that's a good block from Emma Kavanagh. And Fiona Keating back here now. And that's a strike. Fiona Keating seems to be causing a lot of trouble here. Score being 1-6 Courcey's, 1-4 Douglas.
Well done, Emma.
And that's a puck out from Jess. And it's back up again here to Fiona Keating. Shosi Mulrooney doing her best. Big ball in from Fiona, where we have Linda Collins against Emma Kavanagh and Amy Curtin. Amy Curtin doing her well to contain her. And it looks like that's a free in for Courcey's. We've just about 4 minutes left here in the first half. Courcey's leading 1-6 to Douglas 1-4. Jacinta Crowley stepping up for the free for Courcey's. And that's a score for Courcey's, leading now 1-7 to Douglas's 1-4. Jess Kavanagh here with a puck out. It's a very fast game here today. Both teams coming with plenty speed. Katrina Mackey now trying to win possession here. And that's a sideline ball for Courcey's.
Push on!
I'm struggling to see the numbers on the back of the Courcey's jersey on the sideline pitch, so bear with me. And that sideline for Courcey's, sending it all the way down. Chelsea Noonan here now, just popping it out over the line again, so Courcey's will come for a second sideline ball. Courcey shifting up the pitch, getting closer to their goal. Katrina Mackey here now trying to win possession. Courcey's have it. And now it's a sideline ball to Douglas. The ref seems to be having a chat with a few players here. And that's a sideline now, again for Courcey's, overturned. A free. And that's a great catch from Courcey's. And that went wide. Jess Kavanagh with a short puck out to Chloe Nason. Chloe Nason popping it on to Pamela Mackey, who Lorraine Collins is chasing. And Pamela has the speed to take it on, sending it into Alicia Kremen in full forward, who's passing it across her line to Chelsea Noonan, midfield, back to Chloe St. Ledger. Chloe St. Ledger passing it to Caitlin Holland, all the forwards getting in on the action. Caitlin managing to keep on to it. And Rebecca Sheehan here now, passing the ball back to Chelsea, back to Chloe Nason. Big ball in by Chloe Nason to Alicia Kremen. Alicia Kremen getting the block, just slightly going over her head. Courcey's in possession, Joy Leo working to get it back. And Courcey's with a big clearance there by Saoirse McCarthy. We've Linda Collins and Emma Kavanagh having a fierce battle here in this first half. Linda passes the ball on to Fiona Keating. Fiona Keating taking on Josie, trying to take on Amy, and that is a wide ball, I believe. Just taking a hard hit there, trying to anticipate where the ball would land. And that's a 45 for Courcey's. I believe Jess Kavanagh there made a great save. Jess Kavanagh just receiving some treatment here. I'd say once this 45 is done, time is probably up in the first half. The score being 1-7 Courcey's, 1-4 Douglas. Match is full of energy, both teams giving no space to the opposition. So we've Jess Kavanagh, Douglas goalkeeper, just receiving treatment. The score stands Courcey's 1-7, Douglas 1-4. And after this 45 for Courcey's is taken, I believe we'll probably be at half time. That's the ref confirming there's 1 minute left to play in the first half. 45 here now for Courcey's. Jess back on her feet, which is great news for Douglas. Courcey's with the free. Jacinta Crowley taking it. 45. And that was a score for Jacinta Crowley from Courcey's, and that lets Courcey's leading 1-8 to 1-4. Douglas trailing by 4 points. Jess Kavanagh with the puck out. Jess Kavanagh sending the puck out long. And that's Saoirse trying to clear for Courcey's, and Chelsea here for Douglas. Chloe St. Ledger with a lovely touch and a nice puck into the full forward line, where we've Courcey's and Joy Leo fighting. Julia White working hard here now in the full forward line for Douglas, getting the pick up, taking it on. Courcey's not letting her through. She has no hurley. And we've Katrina now with the ball for Douglas. Katrina passing it in to Pam. We've Chloe St. Ledger working here for Douglas, trying to take on a couple of Courcey girls. And that's a free out for Courcey's. Courcey's player just down there now. So the score stands 1-8 Courcey's, 1-4 Douglas, and we have a Courcey's player receiving treatment. There's been a few players down now in this first half. All the players are playing extremely strong, so no doubt a few players going down. So she's back on her feet, free out for Courcey's. Jacinta's going down to take it, I believe. And that's half time here at the semi-final of the Cork Senior Camogie Championship. Courcey's leading 1-8 to Douglas's 1-4. We'll just be stopping the live here now, and we'll be back shortly for the second half of the semi-final. Stay tuned. Score is 1-8 Courcey's, 1-4 Douglas. So I'm sure Douglas are going to come out here now fighting, trying to reduce Courcey's lead. The wind is picking up here now in Castle Road. Courcey's with the wind this time. Bit of a crosswind, so not too much of an advantage for Courcey's. John Horgan getting ready to throw in the ball for the second half. Big half needed here now from Douglas, and we're off. Katrina Mackey with the ball. Big ball straight into Julia White. Julia White catches it brilliantly, and off she goes, being surrounded by Courcey's. Jacinta Crowley with the interception. And Linda Collins here now with the ball for Courcey's. Emma Kavanagh chasing. Big strike from Linda Collins, and that's a point. Courcey's 1-9, Douglas 1-4. And that was actually a score from Christine O'Neill. Courcey sending the ball back down here now. Emma Kavanagh and Linda Collins. Linda Collins back with possession, and that's a second point for Linda Collins. Big puck out here now for Jess. Douglas gaining possession, sending it to Julia White. Julia White with a strike in. Caitlin Holland with a lovely catch. Hot on her is Ciara Hayes for Courcey's, sending it into Alicia Kremen. Jess O'Mahony with the ball here for Douglas. Mairead Mulrooney trying to make her way through. A big strike from Mairead and a block from Courcey's keeper. And Courcey's now with the clearance. Douglas keeping the pressure on. And with Chelsea with all the space for Douglas. Big strike. And that's a point for Chelsea Noonan. No, that's a wide for Douglas. Score standing 1-10 Courcey's, 1-4 Douglas. Douglas really working here now to get a few points on the board. Courcey's with the puck out.
Well done, Jess.
And that's a puck out for Courcey's, landing just in front of Mairead, just over her head. Chelsea with the ball, back to Mairead, and Mairead takes it on, passes it to Julia White, on to Katrina Mackey. Katrina Mackey going forward, and that's a point for Douglas. Douglas got that point they wanted. Now 1-10 Courcey's, 1-5 Douglas, 5 points in it. Puck out here for Courcey's.
Well done, Jess.
And puck out for Courcey's. And Chloe Nason reading it well, watching the ball and clearing it onto Pamela. Pamela being blocked. Douglas keeping possession. And Fiona for Courcey's with a big strike. Dropping low, and Jess Kavanagh, keeper for Douglas, catching. Passing it to Rebecca Sheehan, who's all the time. Big clearance from Rebecca. Courcey's Fiona Keating blocking and taking it on. And we've Christine O'Neill here against Chloe Nason's Douglas. Douglas is getting possession. And that's a line ball to Douglas. That's the ref blowing the whistle. Douglas having to retake the line ball here. We've Pamela Mackey stepping up here now for the line ball. Oh, free. And we're off again for Douglas. And that was a sideline ball by Mairead. And that's a clearance for Courcey's. Linda Collins here now gaining possession for Courcey, sending it into her full forward line, where Fiona Keating was inside on her own and just slightly hit the ball wide. Good play, didn't get the score. Courcey's 1-10, Douglas 1-5. Jess Kavanagh with the puck out, hitting a short one to Rebecca. Went slightly too short, and we have Fiona Keating for Courcey's getting the ball. Sending it across her line, where we've Christine O'Neill passing it back, and Amy Curtin with a great block on Emer O'Reilly. Chloe Nason now on her own here for Douglas in a corner with a big clearance down her line. And line ball here now for Courcey's. So line ball for Courcey's here. And that's straight into the hand of Lorraine, who strikes it down her line. No Courcey player here just yet. Pamela Mackey with the pickup. And she's taking it on here for Douglas. Passing it across to Rebecca. Big clearance. Straight into the hand of Courcey's and back in Courcey's pitch. And we've Linda Collins all on her own. And that's another score for Linda. Linda causing a lot of trouble here now. 1-11 for Courcey's, 1-5 for Douglas. Jess Kavanagh with the puck out for Douglas, passing it to Pamela. Pamela passing it back in. And we've Adele and Chloe St. Ledger here fighting for the ball. Adele coming out on top, hand passing it to Courcey's Saoirse McCarthy, who's now on the run, breaking through. And Amy Curtin with a block. Courcey still have possession. Courcey clearing to Rebecca Sheehan, and Rebecca with the big clearance into Caitlin Holland. Caitlin Holland just dropping the ball, and Ciara Hayes for Courcey's clearing. Chloe Nason here for Douglas, being pulled, getting advantage, and that's free for Douglas. Pamela Mackey stepping up for the free. And Pamela Mackey with the free, sending it in long. Julia White and Chloe St. Ledger with the ball. Adele for Courcey's, and Orla, and the ref blowing. And Katrina Mackey for Douglas is down. She's back up on her feet. And it's a throw-in ball here. Elaine O'Reilly and Katrina. And Chelsea Noonan winning. Caitlin Holland now trying to break through Courcey's. Big strike from Caitlin into Alicia Kremen, who was blocked by Karen. Alicia back with the ball. Katrina with the ball. Katrina dropping the head. Being pulled, given advantage. Ref with his hand up. I'm not sure what's happening here. And given the free. Free for Douglas.
Get Jess to mark the sweeper. Centre forward. There's the sweeper in here.
Katrina Mackey stepping up for the free, and we're just 8 minutes into the second half. Score being 1-11 Courcey's, 1-5 Douglas. Katrina Mackey stepping up for a free. No doubt this will go over. Oh, and she went for a goal. Block by Courcey's. And Courcey's with a free out. Good attempt by Katrina, and definitely needed to break that gap. Unfortunately didn't go her way. Courcey's now with the free out. Keeper taking the free. Free going nice and long for Courcey's. Chloe Nason reading the game very well with a nice clearance. Rebecca Sheehan now with the ball to Chloe St. Ledger, who has the time to get that clearance. And great ball by Chloe St. Ledger into Alicia Kremen, who has two Courcey players around her. Courcey still with the ball here. Douglas trying to get the ball back. We've Caitlin Holland now on her own. Caitlin Holland going forward for Douglas. Big strike from Caitlin. It's going to drop short into the hands of Sinead, Courcey's keeper. Sinead clears. Rebecca bats it back down into Courcey Rovers player. And Adele for Courcey's passes it on to Jacinta, but Rebecca Sheehan gets in the way and hand passes it to Chelsea Noonan for Douglas. Chelsea getting the ball quickly into Julia White. Julia White now is taking it on. We've Orla Toomey trying to stop her. Jess O'Mahony getting the pass but being blocked by Adele. And Adele from Courcey's with a great clearance here now. We've Courcey's back in here. Emma getting the block in, so a high ball coming in to Fiona Keating. Fiona Keating with the strike. High ball, and that looks like it's a point. Courcey's forwards are in form today, don't seem to be missing much when they are in front of the goal. Pamela Mackey with the short puck out, getting it, sending it long, where we've Jess O'Mahony inside against two Courcey players. Adele again here with the clearance for Courcey's, into the hands of Emer for Courcey's, straight into Pamela Mackey. Pamela Mackey now trying to clear the ball, big puck down the pitch, where we've Caitlin Holland for Douglas. And that's a free for Douglas. Caitlin Holland winning that free. The score stands 1-12 Courcey's, Douglas 1-5, and we're just over 11 minutes gone in the first half. Katrina Mackey here now taking the free for Douglas. Strong wind here now. This will be a tough one for Katrina. Courcey's player doing plenty of talking here, trying to make sure they have everything covered. Katrina lets it off, keeping it low, sending the ball in. Alicia Kremen has the ball. Alicia's a big threat here, throws the ball up, and that's a wide ball. Courcey's with the puck out. Score still stands 1-12 Courcey's, 1-5 Douglas. Douglas doing everything they can to try and reduce the gap. Courcey slowing down the game slightly. And that's a puck out. As I say, there's a bit of a crosswind, so it's not going too far, and that's a free to Douglas. Katrina Mackey seems to be getting a bit of attention here now, but thankfully she's getting the frees in return. And short free, Amy Curtin coming, full back. She still has it. Good pick up from the full back, who read the game very well. Katrina Mackey now with possession, going forward and taking it on, and the keeper dropped the ball and cleared it, and that's Courcey's getting themselves out of danger. That was a very close one for Courcey's. And Raid Mulrooney working hard here now for Douglas. That's it, sending it to Julia White. Julia White taking it on. We've Orla trying to keep up with her from Courcey's. She's broken through 3 players and she's pulled down by the 3rd, and the ref called for travelling. Too many steps. Julia's putting in great work here, having to break through a number of Courcey's players each time she gets the ball. And that was Aisling Maloney with the free for Courcey's, blocked down by Rebecca. Mairead now on the ball for Douglas, and she gets hooked by Fiona and Jacinta. Courcey's really working well together here now, letting the Douglas girls have nothing easy. Mairead Maloney steps up for the line ball. And we just substitute here now, where Jess O'Mahony, who came on, is now going out to half. Chloe St. Ledger's coming off, and Aisling Walsh is going into the corner forward.
Pushing it half for Ted, pushing it half for.
Mairead Mulrooney with the line ball.
That's it, pushing between them.
And Caitlin Holland getting on the end of that line ball. Great one, work by Mairead. Caitlin sending it in. Julia's inside there with a lovely touch. Alicia is there now, again surrounded by Courcey's players. They're not giving Douglas an inch. Adele for Courcey's clearing again, straight into the hands of Saoirse McCarthy, who continues to clear the ball. It's now inside. Linda Collins catching the ball again. And I think that's another point for Linda. That's another point. So 1-13 Courcey Rovers, 1-5 Douglas. Douglas now picking things up. Julia White on the ball. Julia's working extremely hard, as is Caitlin Holland. Katrina Mackey on the ball for Douglas. Courcey's girls chasing her down. And Courcey's winning possession. Courcey's are really ganging up here now, and the Douglas girls, when Douglas has possession, there's 2 and 3 Courcey girls around, not giving them anything easy. We have a Courcey player down. The score stands 1-13 Courcey's, 1-5 Douglas. So we've 8 points in it here now, and the time is over 15 minutes gone, so we'll be approaching the water break shortly. Douglas really having to dig deep here now in the second half of this to make that gap reduced. 8 points currently stands.
Come on, girls, turn it around, come on!
And with the Courcey player back on her feet. And with the ball here now, I believe it's a free for Courcey's. Jacinta Crowley stepping up. Douglas having to be very careful here. Courcey seeming to be good when they get the ball in their full forward line. Linda Collins got the ball again On she takes it. And that ball has gone wide. Oh, Jess Kavanagh has it. No, wide ball. Wide ball for Courcey's. And it's water break here now. So we're just finished the first half of the second half. 15 minutes remaining. The score stands 1-13. Oh no, it's not water break. Sorry about that. Courcey's getting the puck out, sending it back in. Linda Collins again with possession. Emma Kavanagh working hard to dispossess. Pamela now getting involved. Pamela has the ball for Douglas. And Pamela sends it back to Jess Kavanagh, who sends it back to Pamela. And it's big clearance for Douglas. And straight into the hands of Jacinta Crowley. Courcey's midfield. She passes it back to her own Lorraine Collins. Lorraine Collins being blocked by Katrina. And that's a big ball by Fiona Keating. And that's another point for Courcey's. Courcey's now building on their lead. 1-14 to 1-4. Jess Kavanagh with the puck out against the wind, so it's tough. Mairead Mulrooney here for Douglas on the ball against Christine O'Neill, Courcey Rovers. Mairead getting the pick up. Getting advantage. And now it's a free for Douglas. Douglas not getting the advantage. So looking for Douglas here now on the free. And it's over 18 minutes gone here now. There's a few players down though, so that can be the extra time here before the water break. And Katrina Mackey on the free for Douglas. Again, this wind is strong, so it's quite difficult for Katrina to get the score here. So Douglas need to be creative, and that's a good strike from Katrina. And that's a wide ball, unfortunately. Score stands 1-14 Courcey's, 1-5 Douglas. And it's now the water break here. So that's the first half done, and we've the second half to go. Here in the semi-final, score being 1-14 to 1-5. Nine points in it here, with 15 minutes left to go. And we're just getting ready here now for the second half of the semi-final. Courcey's are leading 1-14 to Douglas 1-5. 9 points in it, 15 minutes left. Let's see what happens.
Come on now, Douglas, from the start! Come on, Paula, lift them!
And that's Courcey's with a puck out, and we're off in the second half.
Winning it, Douglas, winning it! Attack it, Ashton!
Ashton Walsh here trying to get the ball for Douglas. Ashton working hard. And that is Rebecca Sheen with it, blocked down by Adele. Jacinta and Adele both having a great game here for Courcey's. Pamela blocking Jacinta. Amy Curtin with a great touch and a great clearance. Julia White here, 2 players on her. Caitlin Holland now. And that is Courcey's with the ball. Passing it on to Adele, and that's a clearance for Courcey's. Fiona Keating again on the move here for Courcey's, causing a bit of trouble here today. And that's a strike. And that's a wide for Courcey's. Nope, that's a point. So that's 1-16 to 1-5. Courcey's now leading by 10 points. Douglas digging deep here now. Big puck out by Jess Kavanagh. And gone over their head. Julia White here now. Back into the hands of Courcey's. Saoirse McCarthy playing the ball into her full forward line, where Emma Kavanagh wins the ball. Linda Collins trying to get it off her, and that's a big clearance for Douglas. It's just gone wide. Courcey's line ball. We've Grania on the ball. And that's Katrina Mackey winning the line ball. Elaine O'Reilly and Saoirse both trying to block Katrina, but Katrina getting the free. Katrina here every time has been blocked. Pamela Mackey with the free. Douglas really needing to get a score out of this free. Great ball in by Pamela. A packed full forward line for Douglas. Julia White on the ball. Julia White trying to break through a number of Courcey's girls. She still has the ball, passing it back to Alicia, who throws it up, blocks down. And that's a wide ball here. Courcey's with the puck out. And Courcey's with the puck out. Big puck out here. Jess O'Mahony for Douglas, hoping to win. Gone just over her head. Amy Curtin with a beautiful strike. And we Julia White here for Douglas. Courcey's with possession. Jacinta Crowley with the ball straight into her forward line. There's two of them inside there. Christine O'Neill and Linda Collins. Christine hit it just short. Jess Kavanagh getting it. Plenty time. Good clearance from Jess Kavanagh into Mairead Mulrooney's hands. Big strike from Mairead. Pamela Mackey, who's in the half forward line for Douglas, taking it on and sending in a nice ball into Douglas. Alicia and Caitlin Holland here now with it. Caitlin Holland being blocked by Courcey's. Courcey's now have the ball and back into Jacinta's hands and back up the pitch into their full forward line, where we have Mairead Mulrooney doing great work. Mairead must have moved back from midfield into the back line. And again, we've Courcey's back here on defence, being led by Jacinta. Chelsea Luna now with the ball for Douglas. Chelsea taking it on. And Chelsea continues to run, being blocked by Fiona Keating. Julia White now with the ball. Julia White's head down, taking it on after getting past a number of Courcey players. She's putting a lot of work here today. We now have Caitlin Holland in possession, blocked by the keeper. And we've Courcey's trying to get out, and that's a free out for Courcey's. Not sure what the free was, but that's a free for Courcey's. Keeper taking it. The score is 1-15 still to 1-5, so Douglas behind by 10. 23 minutes gone in the second half. We were late taking the water break. It was about 18 or 19 minutes into the water break, so we're only about 3 or 4 minutes in here in the second half. And that's Douglas with the ball. Pamela leading here now, being pulled and dragged, jersey pulled. Courcey's girls really working here now, trying to continue their lead. And that's a free for Douglas. Courcey's physicality really coming into play here now in the last 15 minutes. Pamela Mackey on the free. Pamela trying to place the perfect ball in to her sister's hand, which she succeeded. Katrina with the ball, blocked down by Courcey's Aisling, and Aisling getting a free for Courcey's. A free out for Courcey's, and it looks like Katrina's getting a booking. Katrina herself has been pulled down a number of times and free, so I can understand the frustration. And that's a booking for Katrina Mackey. And Courcey's with a free out. Score remains the same, 1-15 to 1-5, 10 points in it. About 8 or 9 minutes remain. Free here for Courcey's. Looks like Jacinta Crowley went back to take it. Big strike for Courcey's here. That's Rebecca Sheen for Douglas with it. Hand passing it back to Emma Kavanagh. Great strike up the pitch from Emma. To Julia White, who tries to double. And we've Pamela Mackey again here. Pamela Mackey putting in a lot of work here today. And that's Katrina Mackey back down. Free for Katrina. You can see Katrina's frustration. Each time she gets the ball, she's being pulled down. Pamela Mackey with the free, sending a nice ball in. Alicia with a great hand. Alicia's now head down. A big strike from Alicia, and it's a wide ball. So it's 115 to 1-5 still here in the semi-final. Douglas working and trying to close the gap, but Courcey is remaining on top. A couple of changes here now for Douglas. We've Chloe Oldham coming on for Caitlin Holland in the forward line, and we have Jill Donegan coming on for Shosi Mulrooney in the backs. And we have a puck out here now to Courcey's. Courcey's really slowing down the play, and the keeper missed it. And I don't believe that is actually allowed. Yeah. So the ref is going down here now. And the ref is just consulting with the umpires. And free for Douglas. And Katrina stepping up here now. Courcey's lining the goal. And Douglas getting ready. Douglas really need to get the score here. Big wind now, so it'll be tough for Katrina. She's against the wind. We've Douglas players ready. We've Courcey's on the line. There's Julia White here with Orla pulling off Julia. Ref blowing the whistle. Everyone's extremely excited here. Courcey's need to protect and Douglas needing to score, and the ref now having a word. But Courcey's Orla to me. And we've Katrina on the ball, and she strikes, and that's a clearance for Courcey's. And Amy Curtin with the ball, full back for Douglas, into the hands of Alicia, striking it in to Jess O'Mahony for Douglas. Jess O'Mahony winning, and blocked down for Jess O'Mahony. Alicia Kremen back on the ball here for Douglas, taking it on, striking it into the corner to Chelsea Noonan. And Courcey's doing everything they have to clear it. Saoirse McCarthy with the ball for Courcey's and striking it. Back to Amy Curtin here for Douglas, who's not letting nothing past her. She's really trying to get this score for Douglas into Katrina Mackey's hand. Again, all the players following Katrina. And Courcey Rovers with possession, passing it out. No Douglas players around. And Amy Curtin blocking the ball from Jacinta Crowley. We've everyone for Douglas here now going forward. Douglas doing everything they can to get the scores on the board. And Fiona Keating, the full forward for Courcey's, down in the full back line. And we've Jess O'Mahony for Douglas, taking on the ball all the way. And Jess Kavanagh passing it. And Courcey's getting the ball and clearing. And we have Jill Donegan, Amy Curtin again for Douglas, doing tremendous stuff here in this second half, doing everything she can to get that ball into her forwards. And we've Katrina Mackey here for Douglas, leading the way, blocked by the keeper. Unlucky for Katrina, she's really trying her best here. And it's a free in for Douglas. We've a change here now. Chelsea Noonan coming off, Emer McAndrews going on. I think that's all of Douglas subs. And looks like we're there time wise, maybe about 3 or 4 minutes extra time. We've just reached the 30-minute mark, but we were late going into the water break, and there's been a few players down, so we take it that there's anywhere from 2 to 4 minutes remain. Score 115 to 1-5. Katrina Mackey here now with the free again. Courcey's having the goal line full. Very strong wind, so it'll be tough for Katrina. The ref is ensuring all the players are where they should be. Katrina with the ball, and that's a goal for Katrina. Well deserved goal for Katrina. She's been working extremely hard this second half. Score is 115 Courcey's to 2-5 Douglas. Puck out for Courcey's. And that's puck out. Nice long one for Courcey's as they're with the wind. Again, Amy Curtin for Douglas. Hurley being pulled and still managed to gain possession. Courcey's in possession here. Rebecca Sheehan working hard, but Fiona and Saoirse blocking her. Pamela Mackey breaking through for Douglas. Long ball by Pamela into Alicia Kremen. We've Aisling here as well for Douglas. Aisling trying to get the ball off Aisling for Courcey's. Big clearance from Adele. Back inside to Linda Collins for Courcey's. And that's a goal for Courcey's. Linda Collins getting herself a number of scores here today. So that stands 2-15 Courcey's, 2-5 Douglas. Again, 10 points in it. Jess Kavanagh with the puck out. Jess Kavanagh pucking it out. We have Katrina and Pamela in the middle of the field. Katrina winning and taking it on. She's been chased by Elaine and Jacinta onto her sister Pamela. Pamela is now still has possession. Saoirse McCarthy and Adele blocking her down, and Adele winning the ball for Courcey's on her own and can place the ball to her own player. And Courcey's now breaking through again and back to Douglas players, and that's full time here. And that's Courcey's with the win. Courcey's will now progress to the county final. Score being 2-15 Courcey's, Douglas 2-5. Big well done to both teams here today. And Courcey's going through, either playing in Escara or the Bars, the other side to be decided yet. Big well done to the Douglas girls here today. Good luck to Courcey's in the county and the other teams that remain, and we'll see you all next season.